Hey there. Do you ever feel scattered, overwhelmed, and just plain exhausted, even when you're trying to do 5 things at once to be productive? Like your brain is constantly running on empty, but you can't quite pinpoint why? You are absolutely not alone. And here's the crucial part: it's not your fault. In our mental reset protocol, we're tackling the root causes of that pervasive mental fatigue. We've established that you're not lazy, you're overloaded. And today, we're diving deep into one of the biggest, most insidious drains on your mental energy: the myth of multitasking. You see, we live in a world that praises juggling multiple tasks, believing it makes us efficient. But what if I told you that our brains aren't actually built for true multitasking? What we often call multitasking is actually rapid task switching. And every time you switch, you leave something behind. This is what psychologists call attention residue. It's like a mental ghost of the previous task lingering in your mind, pulling a little piece of your focus, even as you try to engage with something new. It's a silent energy drain, and we're going to expose how it's secretly depleting you every single day. Let's get a little science-y for a moment. Despite what it feels like, your brain doesn't actually process 2 complex tasks simultaneously. Instead, it rapidly shifts its focus back and forth between them. Think of it like a computer processor. It can only execute 1 command at a time, but it's incredibly fast at switching between programs, giving the illusion of simultaneous operation. The same applies to our magnificent human brains. This rapid switching comes at a significant cost, which brings us to another critical concept: switching costs. Every single time you pull your attention from one task to another, checking an email while writing a report, responding to a text during a meeting, or bouncing between different browser tabs, your brain has to perform a mental reboot. It needs to disengage from the previous context, load the new context, and then re-engage. This seemingly tiny act costs mental energy. Studies show that these switching costs can reduce productivity by as much as 40%. Not only does your work get done slower, but you're also more prone to making errors, and ultimately, you feel far more mentally drained and frustrated than if you just focused on one thing. It's like constantly restarting your computer. It works, but it takes time and zaps its battery life. Think about your day. How often are you trying to check your email while on a phone call? Or writing a document while simultaneously glancing at social media notifications? Maybe you're bouncing between apps, convinced you're just quickly checking something. Each of these instances, while feeling productive or even necessary, is secretly eroding your mental stamina. This constant state of partial attention creates an illusion of productivity. We feel busy, we feel like we're getting a lot done, but in reality, we're doing everything less efficiently and paying a hefty price in terms of our mental energy. Over time, this constant task switching, this relentless accumulation of attention residue and switching costs, leads to chronic mental exhaustion and can even contribute to feelings of burnout. It's why you might feel utterly drained at the end of the day, even if your actual output wasn't that high. You weren't lazy. Your brain was simply overloaded trying to keep up with the mental gymnastics. So, how do we begin to reclaim our mental energy from this drain? It starts with one simple, yet powerful challenge: the single task sprint. Here's how you do it. 1. Choose one task. It could be responding to an important email, working on a report, studying for an exam, or even just focusing on a single chapter of a book. 2. Set a timer for 20 to 30 minutes. 3. Eliminate all distractions. Put your phone on silent. Close unnecessary browser tabs. Tell colleagues you need uninterrupted time. If possible, go to a quiet space. 4. Commit to only that one task for the entire sprint. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. This isn't about being perfect, it's about building a new habit. Start small. Even 15 minutes of dedicated, single-task focus can begin to rewire your brain and show you the tangible difference in your concentration and energy levels. Observe how it feels to give your full, undivided attention to just one thing. Multitasking isn't a superpower. It's a mental tax collector, constantly demanding payments from your brain. By understanding attention residue and switching costs, we can start to consciously protect our precious mental energy. I encourage you to try the single task sprint today, even just once. Notice the difference. You might be surprised at how much more you accomplish and how much less exhausted you feel. If this resonated with you, Give this video a like, share it with someone who needs a mental reset, and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of our protocol. And speaking of mental drains, next time, we'll tackle an even more pervasive energy thief, the constant notification bombardment. You won't want to miss that.